Greetings, this is Fashayo. Um, I'm doing this video while I'm waiting on my husband to finish his notes. So this weekend for yoga, this is a yoga journal. I can't remember what weekday, nothing. Anyway, but I'm gonna instead just tell you about this weekend. So I made a pledge. I don't think I ever talked about it on my channel, but I made a pledge that I was going to say yes to excuse me y'all, that I was going to say yes to um different opportunities that I may be afforded to try things, to experience life, to appreciate each and every moment. So in our yoga class, because Leslie is so freaking the bomb, she gave us the opportunity to try paddleboarding. Well, yoga on a paddleboard. When she first brought it up, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, maybe. I was just like, because I can swim enough where I wouldn't drown, but that's only been tested in a swimming pool. And the only other time I've actually been in a lake was when I was much, much, much younger, and I was working a job where one of the parents had a boat, and anyway, I was afforded the opportunity to get on some skis, and I put the skis on, got off the back of the boat into the water, and tried water skiing. Again, I was much younger, but I'm not sure where this fear that struck me came from when she talked about paddleboarding. So she made all the accommodations that were necessary for me to feel comfortable, and for me to take away any unfounded excuses. And so I had my life jacket, and I got out there. Now I had a couple of problems with it before I actually tried it. One, I did not want to fall off in lake water. Anybody who knows me well knows I have germ issues, and I just kept thinking, this lake water, I'm gonna get some kind of weird infection or something from being in lake water. Then the other thing is, I kept thinking the bottom of the lake was gonna be gross and slimy. Neither has happened thus far. I don't have any infections. And the bottom was sandy, or we got to one part that was clay because we live in North Carolina. So first I just kind of sat on the board and got on my knees on the board and did some stuff like that, and then my two classmates went, and then it was, I took another turn and we tried some other stuff. I paddled away. Then one of my classmates, who I refer to as Little Miss Ray of Sunshine, challenged me to try some partner stuff on the paddleboard, which, though I was petrified, I'm glad she helped me find my paddleboard edge. So, but it was fabulous. And I don't know if I told y'all this, but Leslie also brought an inversion table for me to try, which I have fallen deeply and passionately in love with. And I shall have one. So I tried the inversion table, tried the paddle boat, and today we were all kind of we were all texting each other this morning. And I think in one of my texts, I said something about, well, maybe Leslie will let us try yin yoga today, because one of my classmates had a cold, the other classmate just wasn't feeling well, and then I was just tired and sore. You think that you're balancing, you're not balancing. Get on a paddleboard and talk to me about how balanced and equal you are. Oh, okay, well, get on there and then come talk to me. So I was sore, and Leslie being our guru, insert chimes here, ding. She picked up on it, and we got to do yin yoga today. So that leads me to what I wanted to talk about. is support. So we can be supported in, I'll just say, two ways. We can be supported in the way that we think of physically. You know, if you think about somebody who maybe is on crutches, they have to be supported. Even if you think about things like if you've ever been to a funeral and you've seen somebody really deeply distraught and they have to be supported to walk, or even when you see little babies, you know, needing support in various ways, you know, things like that. So that way, the way we walk on the earth, Onile supports us at all times. Every time your foot presses against her, she presses back and gives you support. So we're supported still, you know, walking on Onile, on Mother, every single day. And since we're on that topic, she supports us with the food that we eat, the water we drink. I mean, everything. The plants that grow give us the air that we breathe. I mean, everything is dependent on Mother. And so then you talk about other ways of being supported is actually having support around you. I put on Facebook a minute ago that you can be supported and still not feel safe. And the reason what made me think about that was we were doing restorative yoga, yin yoga, deep stretch, whatever you want to call it. And I tried some new positions, new props that I hadn't tried before. And I found that even though this is my absolute favorite type of yoga, I mean, yeah, I love this kind of yoga. I found that positions that I was generally very relaxed in, to the point of going to sleep in, because I did them in a way I wasn't accustomed to doing them, I didn't feel safe. And I thought I was relaxed, and then when I really checked my body, I found that though I was supported, some part of me did not feel safe. I felt like, well, if I kind of let this last little bit go, you know, that I might fall, or, you know, something might hurt, or, you know, something like that. And I think what I realized is I can apply that. I think it was reflective of what goes on in my regular life, in my real life. I'm always supported. Like, I always, if I need help with something, even with this yoga class, being able to pay for this yoga class, I was supported. I had support. Now, I put in a good bit of the money, you know, by saving and doing things like that, but I had support. People around me supported me. If it were not for the people around me, I would not be able to take this class right now. But when I look at my life, I'm supported in just about every area, but a lot of times I still find that I don't feel safe. I don't have a lot of areas, if any, that I just completely let go. Now, a lot of people would say, well, you know, you never let your guard down. You should never let your guard down. I don't necessarily feel like that's true. It's just like with restorative yoga. The whole point is that you're able to let your main infrastructure relax. Your bones and muscles, you let them relax. And it's like, you know, so you can kind of rest. It's just like when you're sleeping, you're not, hopefully, you know, you're not tense still while you're sleeping. And some people are. Sometimes my jaw is really tight and I have to sleep with something in my mouth, a mouth guard, to keep me from, you know, my jaws from clenching so tight, because I haven't been able to fully relax into even a sleep state, a deep sleep state. So, you know, you just need to examine those things in your life and maybe ask yourself, you know, should I, not shouldn't, I don't want to lead the witness, but should I be able to completely relax in at least one area of my life? Shouldn't I have one person around me where I can completely be myself and relax into it? Shouldn't there be a place in my house where I can just completely relax. Some area of life when you can completely relax. And a lot of times you think that you're completely relaxed, but if you pay attention, you're not. I thought I was in a completely relaxed state today when we did our yin practice, but I found that when I went over my body, like I said, I wasn't. There was still, either my shoulders were up, or my hands were clenched, or I was trying to hold my back a certain way or whatever. So all that to say is that we do need support, and we do need support. We do need to be able to feel safe somewhere with somebody, somehow, some way. Yeah, so support. I think that I would like to start paying attention to feeling supported in an easy way for me, which is, I think, the way I walk on the earth. So what I'm going to try is, because I want us to kind of stomps around. You can hear me coming if you listen. Even with no shoes on, it's like I'm kind of like, pow, 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 on my heels, just, like daggone Miss Sophia on The Color Purple stomping up the road, And, it did make me think, like maybe it's because you don't feel supported. Do you really understand how the earth is always there and always supporting you? And that's why I think I'm going to start with that, with the way I tread on the earth. Because if I can start there, if I can start by respecting one aspect, one representation of the Great Mother, if I can start by respecting her and treading on her lightly and letting her support me and push back as I push down, letting her help me find balance, even in my asana practice, in my yoga practice, instead of pushing into the earth or pushing away from the earth, just kind of finding that balance, that dance between she and I. I think I'm going to start there because I know at least, the earth has never let me down. I've never been walking and the earth moved from under my feet. So I'm going to start with what I find to be most secure and then branch out from there. So I'll start with that. And then whatever I learn from that, then I will try to apply to the way that I mother. So I'm going to learn to mother from mother. And I will try to learn to support my children fully and in a way that I don't push against them and they don't push against me, but that we're able to just find a balance. Yeah. So that's it. I think. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to talk about with yoga. We talked about so much in class. I'm gonna tell you something. If you ever have an opportunity to take a yoga class or a yoga workshop or anything, it's so much to be gained, so much knowledge to be gained, so many ways to challenge your commonly held beliefs or just the way that you view the world, especially if you start to view the world through inversions. Inversions challenge the way that we walk on the earth all the time. We see everything as what we consider to be right side up. But what if you start to see the world what we consider to be upside down? So what if you start to have all your thinking flipped and you start to challenge, everything that you thought was right side up? Not in a way that is leading to conflict or searching out conflict, but in a way that just offers something different, another perspective, another potential way of viewing the world and of viewing people. Because a lot of times what you'll find is that your commonly held beliefs were only commonly held because that's what you were given and that's what you accepted. But you'll find that many times they don't really have any foundation that makes any kind of sense. You'll find that your commonly held beliefs were commonly held because the majority of the people around you held the same beliefs, and it's easy to believe what everyone around you believes. You'll find that you're being lazy intellectually, perhaps. So yeah, I've learned a lot, and I've been able to improve my life greatly just from those teachings. Not even, I mean, yeah, from the actual physical practice, but the physical practice, the improvements that I've seen in my body are nothing compared to what I've gained emotionally, and how I interact with others, how I interact with myself, how I view myself and others. The lens that I actually look the world through is a little different. So, okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna go finish my wine. I'm not giving that up. Sorry, not yet. Anyway, not well. You know what? I don't know. We'll see. But I ain't giving it up right now because I got this glass sitting right here. So, I hope y'all have sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well and wake well. And I hope that morning finds you blissful from a wonderful night of, having a fabulous time in your dream world and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my familiar family for hanging in with me, and thank you for all my new subscribers. I hope that you find something here that will bring you bliss, or something that you can learn from, or something that will challenge you, or something that will make you feel loved, improve your life, a new recipe idea, a new parenting perspective, something. If there are any topics that you want me to cover, I'll be more than happy to do so. Let me know what you want to hear about. If it's something that you want to know about me, let me know. I can't think of anything that I have that's secret, so if you want to know anything about me, let me know. If you want me to do any videos on any particular things, if you want to see more of something or less of something, let me know. I'm here. No, I'm not here to please y'all. I'm here to get this stuff off my chest, but I'm willing to work with you. I will talk to you all later. Odabo.